Some time since we've had a bit to talk about in the morning, but here's a closer look at this morning. We do have some foggy conditions into our west side valleys, but in general a lot of the region is on the quieter side, so heading out the door, fog is going to be the biggest concern. Give yourself some extra time. Where we're seeing those bigger impacts of visibility where it could be dense is into our west side valleys, even into the Shasta Valley this morning. Some spotty areas of fog east side and along the coast for us today. Should see improvements throughout your morning as we're seeing that next system move in, but notice lots of clouds across the whole region waking up as you're getting ready to head out the door. We'll hold on to those today, and then notice that we're starting to see a little bit of showers work their way in to Siskiyou County. That'll pick up throughout your morning, and in general expect a wet second half of the day across the whole region. But here's a closer look at those high temperatures. We're at 52 for Medford, your high today, 51 for Klamath Falls, 54 over to Wairika, 59 for Brookings. Now, on top of that wet weather, we are tracking gusty wind conditions, and what could help contribute to that could be also the possibility for a thunderstorm today. And we do have a marginal risk, so some of those storms do have the potential to be on the stronger side if we see a few, mainly along the coast where we have that greatest risk for those potentials today. Now, as we switch over into Stormcast, tracking out when we'll start to see those showers pick up, it's going to be into the afternoon today. Start late morning, could see a few of those really move in, but take a look. By the time we're into your mid-afternoon, switching over into the later hours, it's pretty widespread across the region. That'll continue as we head into those overnight hours, and tonight is when we're expecting more of that heavy to moderate rainfall fall across the region. And notice starting out, snow levels are still a bit high, but they do drop by the time we head into the morning. But activity wraps up early into our Wednesday, and we'll be on the drier side by the time we flip over into your afternoon for your midweek. Now, in terms of rainfall, most of that is definitely going to be along the coast, coastal mountain range area, western Siskiyou County, but pretty beneficial across the whole region starting today. In terms of snow levels, by the time we switch into tomorrow morning, we'll be anywhere from about 5,500 to about 4,500 feet into southern Oregon. So we could see some slick spots out on our passes tomorrow, but I'm not expecting to see huge impacts to your travel tomorrow morning. Maybe just proceed with a little bit of time, extra time, because you could be a bit slower for a few minutes or so. But as we do switch over into wind, it is going to pick up throughout our day today. Those southwest wind gusts are going to be rather strong, especially if you are along the coast and areas east side, and those strongest gusts are expected through the overnight hours tonight. As we switch over into tomorrow, the morning is still going to be rather gusty east side, but they do subside a bit by the time we're switching over into your afternoon and evening hours. With that being said, we do have a high wind warning in place where those gusts could reach up to 75 miles per hour in the Silver Lake area, so higher terrain of areas east side. And then we have a wind advisory in place for lower terrain areas where those wind gusts could reach about 50 to 55 miles per hour. Now, beyond today and tomorrow, we're tracking out more rain and higher elevation snow with an atmospheric river setting itself up for a Thursday, but we'll see more of those impacts for us into our Friday, where we'll see periods of heavy rainfall, rather consistent, and strong wind gusts are back on the way as well, but we have more details to come for you on that. Here's a closer look at your 7 days for the coast. We'll be into the mid-50s, really wet weather through the rest of your week. Over into Northern California, we'll be a bit windy into your Thursday and Friday as rain continues on, even starting your weekend off with some showers. Over into the Klamath Basin, temperatures do stay on the higher side, not expecting to see any huge snow impacts. Same up into the mountains, but I will keep a close eye on our Friday as we hash out some details about how much of that higher elevation snow we could see. And then finally back over into the Rogue Valley. Showers wrap up for your Wednesday, but rain returns rather quickly back into your Thursday and Friday.